Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about the news. I almost said breaking news, but we are going to be talking about the important news of the Atlanta Falcons firing head coach Arthur Smith as their head coach after 3 seasons. This and how this affects the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I guess I should say. So Arthur Smith is out as head coach of the Falcons. I almost said 49ers there. It's late, folks. But this is after another 7-10 season for the Falcons, where they had opportunities to win the division against the Bucs and against the Saints, but things just didn't come to fruition. And you have Kevin Patra of Around the NFL writing staff who has talked about the Falcons here, and the Falcons have missed the postseason for the 6th consecutive season. I believe they've gone 7-10 all 3 years that Arthur Smith was there. In week 18, the Falcons lost 48-17. It was really 41-17, but the Saints decided to be the Saints and fake and kneel down to score a touchdown because LOL Saints. And he finishes with a 21-30 record for the Falcons, under 500 every single year. Formerly of the Tennessee Titans as an offensive coordinator, was really known for having just an insane rushing attack, and the Falcons tried to build around it by bringing in Bijan Robinson, but they never figured out quarterback. They had Marcus Mariota last year, and it didn't necessarily go well. They went with Desmond Ridder this year. Seems like Desmond Ridder is probably more inclined to be a backup, so it seems like Atlanta is really turning a page on a lot of things. It seems like they're going to be getting a new head coach. They're going to be looking to retool this offense around a new quarterback, if I'm going to make an assumption here, and that's going to be the situation. Now, how does this affect the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Well, a new head coach can mean a lot of different things. There's a lot of strong candidates out there for the Falcons. They can go in a lot of different directions. They could go with the Baltimore Ravens' Todd Monken. They could go with Michigan's Jim Harbaugh. They could go with the offensive lines coordinator, Ben Johnson. They could go with the Houston Texans offensive coordinator, whose name is eluding me right now, but he has done a very excellent job in the past as well. Heck, maybe they even want to go with Bill Belichick. There was that report we talked about where a couple of NFC teams were interested in the services of Bill Belichick. My point being is that there are a lot of good head coaching candidates out there, and I think that will raise the competitiveness, that will raise the overall ability of what the Atlanta Falcons can be, and in the future, that is going to affect the Buccaneers. And I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what the Falcons are going to do this offseason in terms of players they're going to bring in, but as it talks about here, you've already got some good pieces in Atlanta. I'm going to assume they're going to want to bring in maybe a pass-heavy offensive guy to build around a quarterback, and that would be a very, very interesting scenario for the Falcons, right? And I do think that makes them a dangerous team in 2024 and beyond to compete with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the NFC South, to compete with the New Orleans Saints for the NFC South. I think depending on who they bring in, Atlanta can look like a much improved team and much, stiffer competition throughout a season for the Bucs moving forward. So it's going to be interesting. Definitely worth paying attention to as to who the Atlanta Falcons bring in. I remember being so concerned whenever the Panthers had brought in Frank Reich. Now, that didn't end up working for Carolina, but you never know what's going to happen. It's always important to not just discuss your own team, in our case, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but also keep an eye on what rivals are doing also, because they are also trying to get better. They're also trying to improve their teams, and Atlanta has taken this first step now of firing Arthur Smith, and depending on who they get, they could take even further steps to continue to improve their team. So, folks, I'll probably make a separate video. Obviously, I'm not going to be talking about all the people that the Atlanta Falcons interview and whatnot, because this isn't an Atlanta Falcons channel, but I will possibly make a video whenever a hire is made from the Falcons. It's going to be worth paying attention to. Are they going to go for a big swing like a Jim Harbaugh, like a Bill Belichick, like a Ben Johnson of the Detroit Lions? Are they going to maybe keep it more low-key? I don't know, but it's going to be worth paying attention to, folks. So I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about this down in the comment section below. I mean, also, who knows what's going to happen to Arthur Smith? Maybe he'll end up somewhere on some type of coaching staff. I mean, gosh, he could very well end up back with the Titans, maybe. I don't really think anybody on that Falcons coaching staff has any connections to the Bucs, so I don't think that's going to necessarily be a situation there. I think those guys are going to go in different directions, and wish nothing but the best for Arthur Smith. But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about this down in the comment section below and how you feel this affects the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'd love to get your thoughts and opinions about this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now and go Bucs.